I literally cannot believe what I just read. Football fans, you need to pay attention because the rumors coming out of the front office right now are absolutely insane and could change the trajectory of this franchise for the next decade. We are talking about a potential move for a star quarterback that would send shockwaves through the entire NFL. This isn't just a minor roster tweak. This is a franchise-altering decision regarding our top receiver's future partner and the direction of the team's leadership. Before I reveal the massive names involved and the specific trade package being discussed, please take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a breaking update. Also, I want to hear from you. Comment your name and the city you're watching from right now. We love seeing our global fan base. Now, let's get into the serious details of this blockbuster scenario. The situation in Los Angeles has reached a fascinating crossroads. Despite the fact that Matthew Stafford has been playing at an elite MVP caliber level for much of the season, recording over 4,000 passing yards and a staggering 40 touchdown passes, the team has hit a significant rough patch. Losing 3 of the last 5 games has pushed the team into a wild card battle rather than a fight for the #1 seed. While many see Matthew Stafford as the present, the organization must look toward the future, especially with whispers of retirement circulating around the veteran signal caller. This leads us to the explosive report from Julian Fedulon, who suggests that the Rams are the top suitor to acquire Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. The logic behind such a massive move is rooted in the Rams' unique ability to go all in on winning now, a philosophy championed by general manager Les Snead. Joe Burrow is currently 29 years old and represents the perfect bridge between a veteran winner and a long-term franchise cornerstone. While Matthew Stafford had a disappointing Week 17 performance, throwing 3 interceptions and posting a season-low 41.8 passer rating, Joe Burrow offers a different dynamic. Looking at the statistical breakdown, Matthew Stafford has 15 rushing touchdowns in 17 seasons, whereas Joe Burrow has already accumulated 12 rushing touchdowns in just 6 seasons. This mobility would offer Sean McVay an entirely new dimension in his offensive play calling. The financial implications are massive, as Joe Burrow is currently tied to a $275 million contract. However, for the Rams, the price of greatness is never too high. The proposal suggests a Ricky Williams-style package, potentially involving 3 first-round picks. With the Rams recently trading their 2025 first-round pick to the Atlanta Falcons for assets including a 2026 first-rounder, they now possess the draft capital to make the Bengals an offer they cannot refuse. The Bengals might be tempted to move Joe Burrow to clear cap space for other stars like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, potentially targeting a young replacement like Fernando Mendoza in the draft. Imagine the pairing of Puka Nacua and Joe Burrow. It would arguably become the most dangerous quarterback-receiver duo in the league. Puka Nacua has already proven he can produce record-breaking numbers with Matthew Stafford, but Joe Burrow brings a level of pocket escapability and age profile that secures the window for another 5 to 7 years. We must analyze the tactical shift this would require. Matthew Stafford is a pure pocket passer with an elite arm, but Joe Burrow excels in the quick game and finding lanes to extend plays with his legs, which fits the modern NFL landscape perfectly. Historically, the Rams have never been afraid of the big swing. They moved Jared Goff to get Matthew Stafford and won a Super Bowl immediately. Now, as the era of Matthew Stafford potentially winds down, the transition to Joe Burrow would signify that Los Angeles has no intention of entering a rebuild. The salary cap management would be tight, but the Rams have proven time and again that they can manipulate the numbers to keep a competitive roster. If Joe Burrow arrives, the NFC West hierarchy would be permanently altered. We have to consider the long-term health and durability of Joe Burrow compared to the aging frame of Matthew Stafford. While Matthew Stafford has shown incredible toughness, the window for a championship is closing. Bringing in Joe Burrow would not only rejuvenate the locker room, but also provide a marketing powerhouse in the Los Angeles market. The Bengals are in a position where they have to decide if they want to pay 3 players the majority of their cap or reset with draft picks. For the Rams, the choice is clear. If a talent like Joe Burrow becomes available, you do whatever it takes to bring him to the SoFi Stadium. This trade would be bittersweet for Joe Burrow, potentially winning a Super Bowl with the team that beat him back in 2022. As we look at the schedule ahead and the potential matchups in the playoffs, the presence of Joe Burrow would make the Rams the undisputed favorites in the NFC. The draft capital acquired from the Falcons trade gives the Rams the ammunition needed to outbid teams like the Raiders or Jets. We are looking at a potential historical shift in power. Matthew Stafford will always be a legend in Los Angeles for delivering a ring, but the NFL is a business of what have you done for me lately and what can you do for me tomorrow. Tomorrow looks a lot brighter with Joe Burrow under center. The impact on the locker room, the energy in the stadium, and the fear in the eyes of opposing defensive coordinators would be palpable. Sean McVay has shown he can adapt his system to the strength of his quarterback, and Joe Burrow provides the most versatile toolkit McVay has ever worked with. As this story develops, we will be watching the wire closely for any confirmation of talks between Les Snead and the Bengals front office. Whether it is Matthew Stafford leading us one last time or Joe Burrow taking the reins, the goal remains the same, another Lombardi trophy. Stay tuned as we follow this blockbuster rumor that could redefine the Rams' new cycle for months to come.